carry on with this Tamiya Monster Beetle build that I started off in the last live stream. In this live stream, we're going to finish it off. So in the last one, we built the chassis up, and now I'm just about to build the shocks. I've laid out all the parts, and we're going to go through that. So we still got to do the shocks and bolt the shocks on. So this is actually one of my childhood dream RC cars. When I was a kid, there was a lot of dream RC cars that I wanted. I had to pick one of them. So the one that I picked was actually the Tamiya Manta Ray. And this was my first ever Manta Ray, my first ever hobby grade RC car that I ever had. And I built this when I was about 9 or 10 years old. And, well, that's what a Manta Ray looks like when it first comes. But me being me, I had to modify it. And it came out looking like that. Right, anyway. So shocks on, bumper on, motor in. Yep, motor in, some other stuff on there, whatever that is, wheels and tyres on, and then we've got to mess about and do the body, and the body's got a few stickers. So we'll do a little while. I think we'll probably go until the build is sort of complete. I might do all this stuff here in my own time. Look, this is going to take a while here, so maybe we'll see how we get on. If I get in it driving, that'll probably be in my own time. So I've got to go through my bucket of electronics in here and dig something out and see what radio we're going to use and what receiver and all that stuff. Right. Anyway, I do have live comments going in there. Look, so there's all you lot there commenting away. So I will try and get to some of them. There is a slow mode which is on. Some people don't like it because every time you comment, you got to kind of wait 90 seconds before you can comment again. But the reason behind that is some people just keep copy and pasting the same comment in over and over and over and over. It fills up the whole comment section, and then it's all going past so quick I can't actually get any of them at all. So last live stream we had it set to 30 seconds, and it was moving still so quick I couldn't read any. So this live stream I've tried 90 seconds. Hopefully we can get some comments in. If you can leave them nice and short like this, just a few words, that'll give me the best chance of reading your comment. If it's like a whole essay like that, then I'm not really going to be able to read it, because by the time I even start reading it, it's going to be gone. Anyway, moving swiftly on, shocks. So what have you guys been up to? Clifford Cox says good morning. We got Paul from Southampton. Steve says evening all. Yep, here in the UK it is evening, so we're looking at about 6:30. Right, shocks. Shocks are always a bit of a pain in the butt to build. What part of the builds do you guys not like? For me, I don't like doing diffs. I don't like doing shocks because it's all greasy. So what do you guys reckon? What do you not like doing? Right, I'm going to put these gloves on because it's going to be oily. Havoc RC sorted 2 of his RC cars out. Wait. Nick says, boat video with Stempy was crazy fun. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully most of you guys enjoyed it. What do you guys reckon of the boat video we did with Stempy? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Do you want more videos like that? This? Actually, let me know in the comments, what is your favourite style of video? Is it bashing, messing about with boats, monster trucks? I mean, what's your favourite? What do you want to see more of? Right, so we've got these little O-rings. They go in there. And then we've got to put a little bit of oilage on there. Just a little dribble, just to lube it up. And then we've got to put the old cappage on there like that. I like to leave this cap loose until the shock shaft is in. The reason for that is when you tighten it up, you actually pinch all the O-rings together and it makes it tighter to get it through. So when you've got to get these threads through, if you're not careful, you can damage your O-rings and shave a bit off, and then your shocks can leak. So I always like to leave this just loose enough so you're not compressing the O-rings. Get that in gentle like that. Get the shaft in gently. Yep, that's what she said. And that is that. And then we got, oh, fingers are sliding now. We've got a spacer on there, and then we have to screw this little thing on the end. You've got to be careful on these shock shafts not to scratch them. So if you hold this, you've got to hold it with something soft, like aluminium or aluminum for you Americans. So I got this little shock tool here that I got from Rochester, and these are made of aluminium. It's actually designed to hold your shock shaft gently and not scratch it. Now, if you haven't got any, this is a book. This is a trick that I got from the manta ray book. When I built that first manta ray, I used to show it in Tamiya manual. So what you want to do, you can get yourself a set of these side cutters. Noah in the house, how you doing, dude? And if you hold it right on the very end of the shaft with your side cutters, you're going to mark it a little bit on the end of the shaft, but it's never going to travel that far, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's always a good way of doing it. Hold it like that, right on the end. That's what she said. Right, so that is one. So now we've got to build 4 of those. What are you guys saying? Kev, when's the V8 going to run? Well, the V8 engine, what I'm building here, it is a mini replica of a Chevy V8 engine. Super realistic. Look at the realism. This is going to run on petrol. It's got proper little spark plugs that go in there. Distributor's going to go in there. I mean, it's exactly the same as the monster truck engine. Let me quickly show you. I've got the monster truck back now after the disastrous weekend we had with it at Santa Pod. But I'm happy that it's back. My baby is back. The thing was completely caked in oil and all sorts of stuff. So I spent ages cleaning it all up again. So now it's actually looking just as good as new again. I spent ages cleaning it all. But anyway, there's the engine. And it's probably a bit hard to see. Let's put the light on. Probably a bit hard to see. We've just got like this plate over the engine that you've got to run on there. That's bolted on there just in case the engine blows, so all the shrapnel doesn't fly out and hit the onlookers. So if you look at this engine here, let's turn it round so it's the way that it actually sits. So if it's that way around there, look, there's the engine bolt mounts, the engine mount bolts. Same there, look, the 3 bolts. Oil filters there, exactly the same on there. And the cylinder head, look, exactly the same. The spark plugs go in the same place, exhausts come out in the same place. It's even the bolt holes for the exhaust, look, it's exactly the same. Cylinder head bolts, exactly the same. The rockers, exactly the same. Intake manifold, it's exactly the same. It's just a mini replica of a Chevy engine. So the idea with this thing is I'm going to put it into my armour infraction. That's the goal anyway. And I want to turn it into a burnout truck. So it's going to go into that car there. That's the plan. I've seen these engines run online. They run lovely. The last engine that I tried to put in there, well, I didn't even try putting it in there because it ran so bad. I don't know where it is now. Dumped it somewhere because it didn't run right. Here, look, this one here. That one there looks good. It's got a supercharger on it, but it just didn't run right. Barely got it running at all. So that is it. So I've been working on that video, still got to finish building it, got to put it in infraction. I can't give you a time when the video is done because I'll just never know. I never know when the video's done. If I give you a time it's going to be done and then I fall short, then I'm going to start stressing myself out. I want to get a video out so I don't let you guys down. But if I just say it's ready when it's ready, then I can just make the video in my own time, chill out, and only let the video out once I'm happy with it. I used to do a video every day actually, and although that was, I'll tell you what, when the channel grew the quickest was when I was doing a lot of Banggood reviews and I was doing a video every single day. The channel just shot up, but it is quite stressful trying to get a video out every single day. You know, I said to myself I'm going to do a video a day. I did it for probably about a year, but that's a good way to get burnt out. But if you're trying to really grow your channel, it is a good way of growing your channel. Kev, how's the plane flying going? Good. I had some flying lessons today. Went solo again. And that means I was in the aeroplane on my own. So the instructor takes me around a little bit, then we land, then he gets out, and I've got to do the same that we just did, but on my own in there. First time I did it, I was quite nervous, but I'm getting the hang of it now. But you still got to be careful, because when you start getting confident, you could start getting overly confident for your ability, and then that's when trouble happens. So you've got to be a bit careful. What are you building, Kev? I'm building a Tamiya Monster Beetle. It was one of the dream RC cars of many that I had when I was a kid. I was just RC car obsessed when I was a kid. I still am. I was just obsessed. Anything performance, really. You know, cars, boats, planes, helicopters. Anything that's sort of out of the ordinary, a bit special. I'm all over it. Talbot Airways. Haha, I like it. Says Nick G. Matthew says, hi Kev, how are you? I'm good. How are you lot? Don't Kev your plane now. No, I'm not planning on Keving the plane. Although planes don't crash very often, when they do, it's not too good. How's the speed record car going? I haven't touched it actually since Rossa. Got to get back onto that. Did you put MRP ball diff in? No. Completely stock. It's more of a shelf queen. I'm going to build a few of my childhood dream RC cars. There's this one here. The Blitzer Beetle, Manta Ray, Top Force, Avanti, Egress, Grasshopper. What else? Car Show Inferno. The Beetle, the Petrol Marder Beetle. There's a few. And I'm going through them all. So all the cars that I kept looking in catalogues when I was a kid. Yeah, did you guys do it as well when you was a kid? You just look in catalogues, just dreaming of one day, hopefully being able to own the toys that are in there. I remember I had a little stationary steam engine in there as well. You found any speedrun roads on the Isle of Man? Yes, Noah. I don't know if there's any... I don't know. There was a couple there where I'm sure we could get over 200 mile an hour, but it's hoping that traffic doesn't go past there. That's the only thing. Are you building all those live too? Some of them, not all of them. That in there, that on there, that on there. That on there. Hell yeah, window shopping RCs. It was great, wasn't it? Nitro Inferno, someone said yes. I've actually, the Inferno that was my dream RC car was that colour scheme. And it was like, you know, like the version 1 Inferno. This one here is like the limited edition, was it? Like 30th anniversary, whatever it is. Is that one up here? Yeah, 30th, it's that one. But I built it, well, my mate Mick Craddock actually built it. But I tried to build it sort of similar to, you know, in the sort of the style that the original one was in. So that, I used to have a picture of the original one of that on my wall with the nitro smoke coming out the side of it. I was looking at it, I woke up in the morning and saw it. I was like, oh man, one day you should dream about that car. That there was one of them. This one here was one of them. That there definitely was one of them. My friend had one. I had a go on it and I just got obsessed. I just needed it. Another one actually that I really wanted, because Stempy had one, was the Mardave Marauder. I was obsessed with it. I kept saying to my mum and dad, remember the name Mardave Marauder? Hoping that one day they're going to remember that name and get me it for Christmas. I never got it though, but I did try. Another Dream RC car. This one here, the Marder Beetle. That one's one I got off eBay. You can't get them anymore, but you can still get the Marder Buggy version, which is that one there. And then I managed to find, well, Jason Redfin Models found me actually, from Facebook Marketplace, was a tub and a body. So I converted it over to the Bug. I just got to paint it. I'm probably going to paint it the same colour scheme as that, but I really don't want to mess it up because you can't get those bodies anymore. So I might get someone to paint that that's a bit better at it than what I am. I'm sure there was more Dream RC cars as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. But, Schumacher Nitro 10. I used to have one, actually. Right. I've wore plenty of catalogues out, says R.C. Smith. Wonder what catalogues they were, boy. Where is your Traxxas TRX4 Bronco? Oh, it's doesn't exist anymore. I used it for parts for other projects like the 8x8. So some of it's on there, some of it's on that one, and some of it is on the Sport, which is on the Isle of Man now, not here. And then more of it is in the spares box over there. So that one is gone. Right, next up, we've got to put the oil in. So, oil in the shock. Pump it up, pump it up. So it says, let's read it. Pull down the piston, pour oil in slowly. Pull down the piston, attach oil seal and absorb oil overflow on tissue paper. Well, it says pull down, this is pull down again. Then tighten the shock cap. So does that mean shock cap tightened up with this out or with this in? I think it means with it out. We'll see what happens. Sometimes if you put these on with the shaft out, you compress all the fluid in there, the shaft's got nowhere to go and it locks up and it can't move anymore. But it's got this little, what's that called? Diaphragm, is it? I don't know what it's called. Oil seal they call it, but whatever that is. So it's got the airspace there, so that can move and compress the air and allow that to take up the space of the shock shaft. Alright, anyways, give it a go. Give it a go, see what happens. Did you ever have associated RC10? Oh yes, RC10 GT was a dream RC car. And I did have one, and I did buy another one off of eBay. I've got one up there, and I've got a brand new body for it from Rochester RC, and I want to paint it in the original colours and get that going again. That was another one. Another dream car was that one there. I do actually want to get a Menace. Schumacher Menace was a dream RC car. Still got to get one of those. I want to have a shelf with all my dream RCs and just have them sitting on there as like a shelf queens. Kev, what did you use to sell on? eBay. Mine was a Lossy Triple XT. Oh, yeah. I've got the monster truck thing upstairs, the LX thing, whatever it's called. Alright, so shock oil in. It reckons fill it. Don't know how much. But then what you got to do, you got to move the piston, because there's air underneath it. You want all those air bubbles to come to the top. If you're a racer, you're probably going to leave these sitting for a while, let all those bubbles fully come out. But you know, it's not a racer. It's got a few bubbles in there, it's not going to harm. And over time, they normally leak a little bit and air gets in there anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Can't see it making any difference in driving it. So it reckons putting that on there, look, a little bit of the oil leaks out, so that means you've got no air in there. And then we can go ahead and put the lid on. Interested to see if that's it, or if it's going to lock up. Now I was surprised to see Tammy with oil shocks. Yeah, some of them come with friction shocks, don't they? Ah, that's lovely. I'll tell you what though, Tamiya shocks are always so smooth. I noticed that with the Manta Ray, the shocks are just beautiful. They'll probably explode if you bash on them, but it just feels so nice. Right, so now we've got to do 3 more of those. That was easy, wasn't it? I hate doing shocks. Yeah, I'm not a shock fan. I mean, these are quite easy, these ones. Shocks and diffs, whatever means loads of oil, I'm not really a fan of. Chris says, what's the best weight shock oil for bashing? Depends on the application, dude. Every car's different. I mean, it's going to be different for everything. On the Primal monster trucks, they got 100 CST or weight, whatever it is. X-Max, I think, is 35. So it sort of changes with different things. But you want to drive it and see how it goes. I mean, I'm quite a fan of leaving it fairly soft and let the chassis bottom out on the floor. Because if you start putting thicker shock oil in there, it will absorb the bumps better. But then you put load on your shock towers, and you can bend the arms, snap the shock towers off, break your bulkheads, bend the shock shafts. It's just going to just destroy your RC. I've tried it. And so often people say to me, oh, okay, your RC is too soft. But I've found it to be more reliable that way. But, you know, of course, as in any hobby, as long as you've got a smile on your face, you're doing it right. So just try it, see how you like it, see how you get on. And that's the fun of the hobby. Each car's different. So the fun of the hobby is to try different things and see how it improves the car, makes it worse. If it improves it, great. If it makes it worse, go back. Where's the RC car that pulls cars? Oh, that's on the Isle of Man, that one. Morgan says, hi from Australia, I want to visit. I might do one day. Well, if I go anywhere, it's going to be America for the time being. Len in the house. How you doing, dude? Len from Michigan. How the Monster Truck show go? Couldn't make it. Oh, total failure. You'll have to wait for the video or watch someone else's video. Len says the best shock on is all you have. That is true. Look how smooth that is, man. I could be doing that all day. Have you seen the 24 V3? Oh, what's that? I don't know. In there. Shower gel, says Dave Foster. Is that Dave Foster from Schumacher? If it is, not something I would expect you to say, but it probably would work. I know Dean Mitchell, he put butter in one of his diffs, and then Ian bought it from Claire's RCs. When they took it apart on the live stream, it stunk so bad. What is your favourite truck, says Airplane? X-Max and the Primal Monster trucks. So Primal Monster truck is the most fun you could possibly have with an RC car, in my opinion, while it's working. But it is cumbersome, it's heavy, tricky to work on, expensive. So as an RC car to use every day, as an all-round basher, X-Max. Are you excited to build your dream RC car? Yes, of course. Still a few bubbles in there, but as we said earlier, we could be there all day waiting for those to come out. You know, for a basher, you're not even going to notice really. And on something like this, that's so floppy and, I don't know, definitely not designed for handling. I really cannot see it making any difference at all. Some people say that it will make a big difference, but I can't see it personally. When are you flying the jet? Don't know. I'm going back to the Isle of Man soon, and that might be it for this year on the jet until the weather goes. It might have to be next year now. But I hope to get it running though this year. We'll see. I've got so many videos on the go and so many projects. I've literally bitten off more than I can chew. You know, learning to fly, moving to the Isle of Man, coming back here to visit friends and family and to do a few bits here and stuff. I mean, I've got so many projects on the go, it's impossible to get them all in. The Hilux video. So I don't stress myself out. You know, I can never say when. It just happens when it happens. You know, those videos I started filming 2 years ago, not finished yet. So it all comes together when it comes together. The last thing I want to do is promise to you guys when a certain video is going to come out, and then not get it out, and then you're all going to say, well, you said the Hilux video is going to be in 2 months and you haven't done it yet. Where is it? Where is it? So it's better just to say it's done when it's done. You know, I love YouTube. Really enjoy doing it. You know, I feel blessed that I can do my hobby as my job. But at the same time, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the hobby and start getting stressed out. Because there's certainly other businesses out there that will make a lot more money than YouTube with the amount of effort you've got to put in. So if you're not enjoying YouTube, it's a waste of time. But I love it. I love the filming. I love the editing. I love working on RC cars. I love chatting with you guys. Going up bashing with the crew. Going to Redfin models. On the Isle of Man doing the RC. And it's just such a great hobby. I love it. And to do it as a job, you know, I wouldn't... A lot of people say don't make your hobby a job because it can ruin it. But so far I've been doing it as a job now for 8 years. And still loving it. Still not burnt out. Why have I got 2 O-rings there? Have I forgot to put an O-ring in one of these shocks? We'll know in a minute when it leaks. Opinion on TRX4M. Oh my god, so good. Oh, TRX6M. TRX6 Mini. Do they make one? If they do, I'm definitely going to get it, but I haven't heard of it yet. Hello from New York. Hello, dude. Hello from Germany. Good day from Australia. Hey from Nigeria. Hi from New York. Oh yeah, we've got people from all over. Canada, Portugal. Right. I don't know why there's 2 O-rings left. Did I forget to put O-rings in? Are you single? Yes, I am single. I don't think any of them are leaking. A lot of people say, why are you single? Because I haven't found anyone that would let me do what I want to do. And he's vegetarian, doesn't want kids. Hasn't had the old shot, whatever you, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it. So I haven't left myself many options open. But I'm happy single. I can do what I want, when I want. I can go after my dreams. And I'm happy. And if you haven't got the perfect partner, then you're not going to be happy. So I'd rather be single than have not the perfect one. Chris Jones in the house. How you doing, dude? Chris Jones has got a good girlfriend. He's always out and around playing RC, playing planes and motorbikes and gallivanting around, and his girlfriend never gives him any grief. So he's got a pretty perfect setup. If I could have a setup like that, I'd probably be up for it, but there's not many of those around. Alright, next up, we've got to put on the... What we got to put on? Springs. So is there 2? We'll make 2 like that. And then we've got to make 2 like that. So, rear coil spring. Front coil spring. However, it doesn't tell you the colour. But it does give you a little size. Right, so these are the rears. So the rears are longer. Let's have a look. Well, there's the front. I think that's the front. Yeah, they're the shorter ones. Right, okay, so we need 2 of those. 2 of those. We need, where's that? BC6. Where would we find that? There, there we are. I think that's what it is. BC6. So 2 of those. Oh no, 4 of those. Okay. And then we need X4, X6 and X7. And then there's the other shock I've got any. Oh, that adds as well. 4, 6 and 7. So it wants us to load them all on. Alright, so basically we've got to cut them all out and put them all on each shock. Abel says, say my name. There you go. When are you going back to racing? Oh, I'm going to have a little racing go soon. Probably next, I don't know, next week or so. What was your first RC car? My first RC car was a Nico, this red Nico buggy thing that my granddad bought me. Then I had a Nico Gambler, which was like a monster truck. Then my first hobby grade RC car was that Mantaway that I showed you a minute ago. And then what was after that? Nitro Savage, I believe. Or was it? Might have been a touring car actually. Yeah, I think it was probably a touring car that I used to race indoors. Is the frame all plastic, says Casper? Yes, the whole thing's plastic. It's going to look so cool though when it's done. How fast is the plane? The extra? I think it's does about 220 miles an hour, something like that. Right, boom. Next up, oh, we need the cup as well at the bottom. There. What was your first Traxxas? X-Max. If you go back on the main channel and watch the first video, probably on this channel as well, it's off the X-Max. It's actually what got my channel first noticed, because I was the only one that was bashing X-Max really hard and sending it to the moon. And the X-Max was probably the biggest RC release since I started my channel. Everybody was talking about it, everybody wanted it, everybody was curious to see how durable it was. So I got one and showed everyone, and that's what got my channel going. So any of you guys trying to start a channel, would probably be wise to buy something that's hot off the press and everybody's talking about, and make videos on that. I mean, the whole durability testing thing, so many people do it and it's like made themselves broke by just smashing up RCs and filming it, putting it on YouTube, hoping the channel's going to take off, and it didn't. And that was kind of like always my thing to do, was just completely like just durability test everything. And I did it before YouTube anyway, you know, when I had my Savage. I was exactly the same with that, I didn't even film it. So when I got the X-Max, I was just doing what I normally do with friends anyway. You just bash it to the extreme. I used to watch this off-road bashing videos called Slap My Throw, and we sort of did similar stuff to that. So then when I started making YouTube videos, it's just the same as what I always did. But then people started copying and doing sort of smashing everything up, and then wondered why they didn't get the views. But you got to be a bit unique. You got to bring something new to the table. If you just do what somebody else does, then that already exists. You're not really going to get anywhere normally. Will you ever review Traxxas Rally? Maybe. Put that in there. Put that in there. Is there a UDR video coming out? There will be. How the flying lessons going? Good, good. Had a flying lesson today. Did some solo landing and takeoffs. And the instructor said I'm getting on pretty good. Oh, Greg. How many views did you get? Oh, when I was doing the X-Max videos. I know some of them have got over 100,000 views, which was enough to sort of pay for all the damage and the cars and everything. So, all right, that is that one done. So now it wants us to bolt it on. So we need washer and 4 of these screws. So 4 of these screws and 4 washers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When is the monster truck video coming? I don't know, dude. Because it's got aeroplane content in the same video, because it was such a failure what happened, it wouldn't be a very long video. So I've sort of put other stuff in it. But there's other aeroplane videos that I've got to edit first, so it's all in the right order. So it might be a few weeks yet until that one comes out. Alright, anyway. Moving swiftly on, we can bolt the shocks onto here now. So this side here is a bit stiff. Both are really. Might put a little bit of oil in there. I didn't really want to, because it's going to make it, I don't know, it's going to make it attract dirt and dust and make it sticky. It's a bit of a crap design really. The way that it moves in there is just, I don't know, it's pretty lame really. Not the best of designs. If you go back to the last video, see how it's held together, it's pretty crap. Do you like math? Ah, that's alright. I was quite good at it in school, actually. Are you going to learn to fly RC? Yeah, I fly a little bit of RC, and I suppose you're constantly learning. You never stop learning. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Even if you're a pro, you're still learning every day. Mark Jeffries, it takes me out in the extra, one of the world's best stunt pilots. Even he's still learning every flight. Never ever give up learning. Never get to a point where you think, well, that's it, I'm the man now, I know it all. Because you're not, and you never will be. All you can do is improve on what you was before. Right, so which way do the shocks go on? Body inside, right, like that. So screw, washer, and it goes into top hole. Should have it on wheels soon. We'll have to body on there. Might get stickers on there, but I don't know. When it comes to assembling, we'll see. We'll see how much of a faff it is. If it's a big faff, I might do it off camera, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. And then does that go on there? Is that where they want it? You are awesome. Hey, thanks, Casper. There you go, got that one on. Someone says, how does a girl get a date around here? You're probably in the wrong place. This is a sausage factory. Have we got any girls in the comments? Or is it a full house sausage factory? I'm guessing it's probably a sausage factory. Right, that on there. Boom. Would you visit Nigeria one day? I haven't got any plans to, but who knows? The only country plans I've got at the moment is America at some point. I don't know when though. I want to go and see Mikey from V2 Vids. I want to go Vegas again. I want to check Florida out as well. I wouldn't mind a holiday home in Florida, but obviously you've got to check it out first. Somewhere to escape the crappy weather around here in the winter. Right, that is that on. So next up, we can now do front one. So we need 2 shocks, exactly the same, just different springs. 4 of these things again. Boom. That does that, and oh, more of these spacer things. How's Andy the Landy? Someone says, just sitting at my friend's at the moment. Until he can restore him. It's going to be a while before he probably starts work on it. But I want a new chassis, roll cage, better engine, better suspension kit. Do you have any pets? I've got a cat that visits me on the Isle of Man, but it's not mine. But he just comes and hangs out all day sometimes. Buggers off and gets food and he comes back. And got a couple of cats here, but they're my parents' cats really, they're not mine. Well, they're kind of everyone's. Right. that all we need? I think that's all we need. Morgan goes, oh, Miguel, hey, you're probably the only one. Is Morgan a girl's name? I've never heard any girls called Morgan. But I guess there's a first. I suppose there's a lot of names that are the same, like Tony could be both. What other names can be both? There's Tony. I can't think of any more. Let me know in the comments what names could be both. Right, that on there. Good evening from Turks. Hello, dude. Kerry. That's the girl's name, isn't it? Are there boy Kerrys? We'll get all these spaces in there. Like that. Stephen, I don't know any girl Stevens. George, Charlie, Nikki, Tracy. Really? A boy Tracy? Joey? I thought that was a boy's name. Okay. Okay. You learn something new every day. Right, that on there. That on there. That on there. That on there. Right. Boom. Next up, we can fit the shocks to the front of the car. So 2 long screws. Is that those? Nope, not that long. Bobby, Alec, Sam, Chris, Cameron. Noah released a Fam Jam video. Yeah, I saw that video. Good video there by Mr. Noah. That. And 2 of those. Only one of those. That's weird. What's only one? Oh, right. Okay, one of those. 5 washers. 3, 4, 5, and 2 nuts. Right, let's continue. Josie says, Kevs, how are things? Good, thank you. How are you lot? Right, that in there. Congratulations on 3 million subs. Thanks, dude, but I'm not there yet, am I? I think I've got a few more to go for that, but soon. Be there soon. Loved your boat video. Hey, thanks, dude. I know a lady called Blue, someone says. Right. Right, let's see. So we've got BA1, which are these. I think. Hold on, what's going on here? BA1. 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 So these ones. Really? Oh, it gets a nut on the end. Right, okay. Right, I get it. Right, so that on there. Then a washer. And that on there. Nuttage on the end of it. I'll do that up in a second. Same on that side. Would you ever visit Canada? Well, I've got a friend that moved to Canada and he keeps saying I should come up, so I'll have to at some point. What was your favourite Armour RC? Says Jan. My favourite Armour RC is the Infraction. Awesome car that is. That in there, washer on there. Coming together, this thing. Coming together now. I want to buy a Tamiya but can't decide which one. Oh no, dude. Have a look at some of them and just see which one you like the look of and just pull the trigger and go for it. It's funny with Tamiyas, they're so crappy really, but they're just fun, aren't they? They're so fun to build and just have them sat on the shelf looking at them. It's just nostalgia, but you know, by modern RC car terms, they're just crap, aren't they really? But so cool. Have you seen the Tamiya Mad Bull? I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it looks like. Is it like a buggy? What happened to the Hilux, says Stephen? Nothing yet. Nothing yet, dude. So many projects on the go. Right, and then we've got that screw goes in there. So many projects on the go. Trouble is, I haven't got any land really, and to do the Hilux video, I need land. I need a telehandler. I need some scrap cars, some obstacles. I'm trying to organise all that and get everything to work. And a way of moving it, and relying on other people, and it all got to line up on the same day. It's almost impossible. So I need something like Whistling Diesel where you can just put it out of the shop and do the video. I'll get there, just not quite yet. Right, next up we can fit these. However, I don't know why they told us the sizes what they are, because when we put this on, put the servo in the middle, and then put that on there, tracking is going to be a mile off. The wheels are, what is it? Might be alright actually, let's have a look. Might be alright. Put it on, see how it goes, I guess. Ah, not in it, am I? That shock horn is way too heavy, you need 10 weight. Oh, it's fine, dude. I'm not in it, am I? Oh, that's fine. Why is it too heavy? Too heavy for what? It's only a... It's not exactly going to bash very hard, is it? It just fall to bits. That'll be fine. No issues with that, dude. Not in the damn thing. Right, next up, bumper. So that goes under here somewhere. So it says that we want... Why does it use all different screws? So one BA2, which is that. It wants one washer, which is that. It wants two these domey heady things. It wants two of those. Yep, two of those. Right. Okay. I'm a bit far away there. I'm trying to do it here, but somehow I keep going over to where the instructions are. Do you know what the problem is? This mat, I've cut it in half because I spilt shock oil over it and it absorbed in. Made an absolute mess. So I cut it off because I couldn't clean it out and just threw it away. But the trouble is now, all my parts that I'm working on are sort of there, and then I've got to put the car there as well, and the instructions are there. And really, I want these parts here, and the instructions there, and the car there. Well, you have to buy a new one of these mats, I suppose. Someone goes camera angle, Kev. That's all right, camera angle here, isn't it now? Ah, stupid washer, come on. Ah, let's use gravity. Right, and then what's it want? It wants these ones in here. What's wrong with the camera angle, dude? Camera angle's good, isn't it? What's wrong with it? We'd love to see you build a sand sculpture. That was never a dream I'll see, that one. I'm just going to work through all the ones that I wanted when I was a kid. Ah, damn you, come on. The hole doesn't fully line up here. Any footage from the pod? Yeah. Yeah, there's a bit of pod footage coming up. Morgan, would you like to see proof that I'm a female? No, it's cool. It's fine. I just never heard a girl's name called Morgan, but you know, there you go. But I believe you. You don't need to prove it. Right, next up we've got this, and that goes on here to protect the servo edge. In there. Next up, after this, we can put the motor on. What is your favourite meal, says Tim? That would be savoury pancakes. What about you guys? What is your favourite meal? You need to learn to fly with Stempy, then you can chat together. Well, Stempy's brother used to fly, but I don't think he's done it for a while. I think Stempy's too scared to get in. Stempy's a bit of a wuss when it comes to getting in stuff. He's alright with the RC because he's not in it, but the minute he's in it, you get scared. Right, next up, motor. So motor there. We need that. We need the pinion. Is there a little grub screw somewhere? I don't bother with Loctite on these smaller pinions because you're just going to end up rounding off the Allen head. We've got two nuts. Are they nylox? No, normal nuts. So these. And two screws. Which are these. Right, so next up, we need the vernier. We've got to set it to 22.5 millimeters. So I can remember that setting now. Yeah, cool, right. So we need 22.5. Should we get that on the old Verna? 22.5. About there, that'll do. And then we can bit of cardboard. Got this 22.5 from the cardboard, so we've got to put the cardboard on. It's got a flat spot on there as well. And then we set the vernier like that. And then we can nip up the grub screw. Sausage boat is a good idea. Oh yeah, I like the idea of that. What about a sausage aeroplane? I mean, everything that's sausage is better, isn't it? Every RC car that I've made longer is better. Every time. I've never made an RC car longer and it's made it worse. It just gets better. So I wonder if the same would happen with aeroplanes and boats. Might be the same, mightn't it? What's the most aggressive crash you've ever had with an RC? Oh, I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. What do you guys reckon is the most aggressive crash I've ever had? Next up, motor mount, which is K2. Right, so K parts over here somewhere. K2. I did lay all these parts out a little bit more off the camera because the other day when I was doing it, I was trying to find bits while doing the live stream, so I'm a bit more prepared this time. It was difficult to be prepared on the last one because I unboxed it and I wanted to show you guys the unboxing. Right, and next up, motor that way, and then this thing blobble outward by the looks of it. That on there, screws in there. It's fun building these Tamias. That Paul Red Bull F1 car, someone says. The concrete block crash. A lot of people saying the Red Bull F1 car. The recent F1 crashes were the worst. Broke my heart. Dude, here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, Kevin's not a true RC fan if you just tried that RC car. The thing is, to me, an RC car's got to put a smile on your face. And, like, this here, I know it's going to be crap, but it was a dream RC car when I was a kid. That Formula 1 car, I mean, that was never a dream RC car of mine. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me looking at it. I'm not a Formula 1 car fan. I just don't care for it at all. But I thought it could make a fun video. I thought being nitro, you know, hopefully it would drive around and be fun driving it. No, it drove awful. It was like one of the worst RC cars I've ever used. It was horrible. It was just the worst thing ever. It just was the complete opposite of putting a smile on your face. And so I made it not exist anymore. It was just crap. I mean, if an RC car doesn't put a smile on your face and you end up just hating it, you're going to end up not liking the hobby. So if you're going to play with RC cars, that's going to spoil the hobby, and you're not going to enjoy it, then you might as well get rid of it. So you're probably better off selling it, really, and let someone else enjoy it if they're going to enjoy it. But I can't see anyone enjoying that RC. It was just shite. Right, we need that cover, which is C12 there. So yeah, maybe we've done that runaway. It was half wrecked anyway, wasn't it? And I wasn't going to fix it. And the video wasn't much of a video there, so I thought, sod it, finish it. So that's what happened. We finished it. Right, next up, motor. It's got to go in. Don't know what way it goes. Which way does it go? Don't know what way they want you to put it in there. It's got to go that way. X-Max in half Rustler and half Escape Park. Yeah. You need a new set. I need a new set of 1 to 6 inch calipers. Well, get some bought, dude. XO1 versus Martin. Rest in peace, iPhone. Oh yeah. I was worried there. That's the first time I did 100 miles an hour with an RC car. When I hit Martin with it, I was like, oh no. I did tell everyone to get out of the way, but they didn't. You know, if you've never done 100 miles an hour with an RC car, you're not really going to know what's going to happen. Oh, hold on. That side it wants to go in on. So, like that, is it? Right, like that. And then we got this cover here. So what do you guys reckon I should have done with that Red Bull F1 car? Bear in mind, my YouTube channel is my business. So when I buy a car, that car's got to make a profit. And I've just messed up. I should have put those washers in there. So bear in mind, every video that I do is a business, and as a business, you've got to make a profit. It's actually illegal to operate a business with the intention of making a loss. So if I'd have bought that car, it wouldn't even have been a video at all, would it? I mean, what could you even film? So I had to somehow make it like entertaining, at least to some people. I mean, it was smashed anyway. It drove like junk. I mean, it's like one of the worst RC cars I've ever had. It was just crap. So all that considered, a lot of people do like a good old crash. I know some people don't, but some people do. What should I have done with that F1 car? Found better tyres for it. But it's already smashed, dude. The thing was already smashed to pieces. It was too late. When I wasn't going to fix it. I mean, you see how expensive all the parts are. That's even if you can get the parts. I mean, it would be easier just to buy a whole other car and get better tyres. But then, what tyres can you get that are going to be scale and realistic? Morgan, guys, help me get a date with Kev. I'm not doing dates on YouTube. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you're into. I'm not dating on YouTube. I'm not even looking for anyone anyway. If the perfect one comes along, happy days. But I'm not looking. No, I'm not gonna. You can't date a YouTube commenter, can you? How's that gonna work? Mike in the house. Hello, Mike. Build a big Lego wall and run it into it at 70 miles an hour. That would be quite fun, actually, wouldn't it? Exactly what you did with the F1 car. They are, Sean. Sean knows. Did you get hate for that F1 video? Yes, I got lots of hate for that F1 video. And I knew I was going to get lots of hate for it. Normally, I delete hater comments. But on the F1 video, I let it slide because I kind of deserved it. I knew it was going to upset a few people. So, why is that so tight? That won't turn. Why will that not turn? Oh. Why has that jammed up the whole transmission? It's a bit crap, isn't it? Why won't that turn? Right, we're going to wait till we get the wheels on so we can give it more of a turn. Strange. Got lots of views. I did alright that F1 video, not the best one. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, okay for kits, Kev. Depends what you want, dude. Some people love 2-wheel drive, but for RC I prefer 4-wheel drive. I don't know why that is locked solid. Doesn't want to turn. What? Why won't it turn? We'll have to investigate that later. I'm not going to do it now. I'll bore you guys. We'll do it another time. Alright, next up. XRT Ultimate video soon. No, I haven't got it anymore. That got someone won that on the raffle. How do you get a stripped out grub screw? Probably drill it with one of them reverse tap things and hope for the best. Make a steam powered RC car. Yes, I will do. What is your opinion of V5 Notorious? Yeah, good car. Can I join you for a bash session? Well, trouble is, so many people ask that. And, you know, and from a comment, I don't know the person, do I? So I'm not going to agree to a bash session with someone that I don't know who it is, you know, in the same way that I can't accept a date online from a comment. You know, it could be a child, it could be an old man, it could be anyone. You haven't got a clue who it is, do you? So no, I'm not a fan of meeting up with people just from a YouTube comment, because you don't know who it is. It could be a murderer, couldn't it? You don't know. Don't know who it could be. All right, next up. I don't know why this is locked up. If anybody knows why these lock up, let me know. But I'm hoping I haven't got to take the whole thing apart again. Someone did say in the comments I'm going to really struggle with this gearbox. Just bought an upgraded rival MT10. Oh, good cars they are. One of my favourite, more budget bashers. All they really need is RPM arms, and they're good to rip, aren't they? Right, that we need. What else do we need? A1. So there, one here. They're both A1. Yep. That on there. That on there. That on there. What is the best way to take an RC car on an aeroplane? I'd put it in your suitcase, but the trouble is lipos, isn't it? I think if you put the lipos in the car, sometimes you're allowed to take them, but I wouldn't. I mean, lipos are dodgy, aren't they? I mean, they can catch fire, and in the air is the last place you want it to catch fire. So I would take your RC car without batteries, and then buy new batteries at the location. I wouldn't risk it. It's not worth risking everyone's lives that's on there. Especially if you've used lipos, you know, because once you've bashed them, they're unstable, aren't they? They can blow at any time. So we need 2 of those. And we need 2 of those. We need 2 more washers. And we need 2 of these. Boom. Once a sticker on there, we can do that later when we do stickers. Right. Oh, we need 4 of these big screws. Right, so big screws go on here. Cool. That on there. That on there. Morgan goes, haha, Kev, give me a chance to talk. But how do you talk on YouTube? How does that work? That on there. And the other side. You should do a long nitro conversion. Yeah, I'm a fan of making anything long. Got so many projects. I still got to do the radio controlled toilet. Remember that idea we had? One of you guys come up with. When did you know you loved RC? Says Lowsy. Oh, as soon as I saw one. Always loved cars. Mum said every time we were stuck in a traffic jam, I was like, yes, more cars, more cars. I wanted more cars to come. I just wanted to see more cars. And then I love toy cars. But I've always liked building things and kind of breaking things as well. Mum used to say I used to get these toy cars and put them in the radiator and turn the wheels until the wheels broke off. And at the same time, I used to like building little cars as well. I suppose I'm still the same now, same as monster trucks. You know, you take them out, you break them, and then you fix them. Right, what's next? I've missed something here. Oh, I've missed a whole step here. I'll put that on. Well, I'm going to put that on, so that's... We'll just put that on first and we'll go back to this step. I missed that completely. Right, that goes on the back here. What is a good cheap basher? MT10. Alfie says love the vids. Oh, love you, Kev. Oh, thank you, dude. I love all of you guys. When are you going to beat the world speed record, man? Someone says. Probably never. What you have to remember is, those guys that have got the world record, they make it their life. Their whole existence is building and racing radio controlled speed cars. They've got runways close to their house. You know, like Raz, he's got a runway that he can go to anytime he wants, like about like 45 minutes away. You got the guys in America that literally can just pull up and have a long road anywhere they want. I haven't got that luxury, and I've got other hobbies as well. So, you know, where someone can spend their whole entire life building these things, being on the forums, researching, talking to other people about it, doing all that, I don't. You know, I'm learning to fly, I'm into aeroplanes, I'm into loads of different RCs, monster trucks. So, you know, I can't put that time that some of those guys dedicate to speed running. So, you know, and they're always going to be a step ahead of me, aren't they, really? So, you know, I've done 204 mile an hour, which would have been enough to have the world record, like about 2 years ago. When I first sort of planned doing it, you know, if that would have still been the world record then, I would have had it. But the standards are ever going up. So, you know, who knows? I think my speed sausage is definitely capable of getting the world record. And, you know, I do want to get the world record. But I'm not as driven as some of the people that dedicate their whole entire life to it. Does that make sense, people? You know, I'm probably a jack of all trades, master of none. You know, I like variety in my life. I like a lot of different things. You know, I couldn't do just monster trucking or just speed running or just RC helicopters or just flying. You know, I couldn't do it. I'd want to do a lot of different things. And then when you get bored of one hobby a little bit, or not bored, but, you know, maybe you fancy a change, you do something else for a bit and then you come back to it. How many RC planes do you have? I don't know, not that many. 10 maybe. Right, we have to move back to this step. So we need 2 of those. And we need 2 of those. And we need 2 of those. And then we need G1. Right, where's G1? There. Let's have a look at some G parts. Take an RC and drop it out of your plane. Gravity will get you the speed record. Haha, probably will. Probably illegal as well, I would have thought, doing that. I don't need gloves anymore. I don't know why I've got the gloves on still. I only put them on for the shocks. TP upgrade soon. No, I'm not going to go TP, Mr. Casper. I've seen too many ESC fires with TP motors with XLX2s, so I'm not going to bother. I'd rather use the Castle motors that Castle intended, and they've got more than enough power. And if that's going to be more reliable, I'd rather do that. I've got 4 of the motors in there. You know, 2 motors has probably got, well, yeah, 2 of those motors has got world record capability, and I've got 4 in there, so I've got more than enough power. Right, so we've got that. We need E2, E8. Right, where's the E numbers? E there. E numbers in food, stay away. E numbers for RC parts, fine. Right, E4, E2. Oh, there's different ones. Let's take them off in the right order. So let's do this side first. We need E8, which is that one. And then we need E2, which is that one. That one there, and then we've got the long screw. It goes through there with a nut. And don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself like a weirdo. if you put your mind to it, you can get that record you want. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I could put my mind to it, but then it's going to take away from the other things in my life. You know, I do like speed running, but I'm not obsessed with it. You know, I'm not obsessed with it to the point where I'm going to let it take over my life. I don't want the speed record enough. If I really, really wanted the speed record, then fair enough. You know, I'd really go after it and try and get it. But I don't want it enough. I want to play monster trucks as well. I want to fly aeroplanes as well. I want to do other forms of RC as well. Not just for myself, for content. If all I did was speed running videos, there wouldn't be any other videos, and then my channel would probably die. So, you know, I'm going to do more speed runs. But, you know, I might only run it once a year, maybe twice a year. And some of these other guys, they're running every weekend. So I don't think I did bad. You know, 204 mile an hour. And, you know, you think how many speed runs I've done, there's not many. I mean, some of the hardcore speed runners, I'd probably, the amount of speed running I've done in like the last 2 or 3 years, I'd probably do in a week. So I can't compete with that, can I? But, you know, I think I've done all right considering how little time I've done with it. Andy asking about Andy Landy. I've just spoken about Andy Landy twice already, so I don't really want to repeat myself all the time for the people that are in the stream. So if you wind it back a little bit, I already spoke about him. So sometimes you might think that I'm ignoring comments, but I'm trying to get to new comments, so I'm not repeating myself all the time, because a lot of the same comments come up. And it's going to make the stream boring for people that have already heard the same answer. Right, next up, this thing, and that needs, what screw does that want? 4 of these. Right, okay. That goes over like that, does it? Yeah, boy. Morgan says, I think I deserve a date for how interesting I've made this. Anyway, you're from Australia. How would that work? I'm on a man now. How old are you anyway, out of interest? When monster truck video? Oh, I don't know. Probably a little while yet, because I've got to do some other videos in to keep it all in order. Not at Fam Jam this year, no. We're doing an air show at the same time, so I couldn't do that one. Kev, you need to get the new Primal Son of a Digger. Yes, but that one's not the latest version, so it comes with the old diffs, so I'm waiting for them to come out with one with the new diffs. Morgan is 32. I could work with that. I could work with that. But anyway, you're on the other side of the world. You're upside down. Right. Where's this thing go? Where's that thing go? That's just appeared. What is that? Have I missed it? Oh. Hold on. Hold on. I've messed up here. So that goes on with that. Right. Sounds like an excuse for the speed car, even though it's completely true. Well, there you go. What else am I going to say? What else am I supposed to say? That is actually the thing, isn't it? I don't want the record enough. I wanted the record enough. I'll dedicate my life to it until I got it. But I just don't want it enough. I'd like it, but I'm not obsessed to get it. You know, I'm happy to not get it. And I'll just find fun just chucking in loads of horsepower and hoping for the best. You know, I haven't got the interest to sit there and do all the mathematics and work it out properly and all that stuff. That to me isn't fun. To me, I just want to chuck in as much horsepower as I can get in there and just hope for the best and see what happens. That to me is the fun, just to see what happens with that much horsepower. You should fly at Western Park. I did go to Western Park. Good show that was. Right, that there. And then make a video about the new Traxxas brushless Fiesta. When did that come out? But yeah, I should do something like that. You definitely have the car to do 235, 240 mile an hour. Just need little sorting out. Yeah, so what I've got to do on it, I think aerodynamics works pretty good. I mean, you can always make them better, so it slips through the air better. But I think the aerodynamics are good enough so it's going to stay on the floor. It's not taking off at least. That's good. You've got the horsepower. Haven't got tyres. Tyres don't hold up, and also it's blowing out diffs. However, they do stronger diffs for them with bigger teeth. RC Man showed me the bigger diffs the other day, and the teeth are a lot bigger on them. Also, I've got the aluminium bulkheads to put on it, so I'm pretty sure once I've done that, the diffs will survive. So the problem is getting the tyres to hold up, and it's kind of like lucky dip. These guys that are doing it every weekend, they're probably smashing up quite a lot and just keep putting on new tyres until they luckily get to a set that are hopefully okay. But you know, if I smash it up, I've got a year to fix it for the next event. You know, I haven't got the luxury where I can just drive 10 minutes and I've got somewhere where I can speed run it. If I did, if I had like a road here that was 10 minutes away that I could speed run any time I want, I'd probably do a lot more as well. But I literally get 1 or 2 goes a year. If I break it in that time, then that's it for the next year. Alright, next up, aerial. Right, we want one of those, one of those, one of those, and we need an E1. Morgan goes, so is that a yes? No, I'm not dating someone on YouTube. I'm happily single. I'm not looking. If I accidentally bump into the perfect person, I'll roll with it, but I'm not looking. I'm happy as I am. I don't want to take my effort and time away from my goals and dreams. But I'm flattered. Thank you. I'll say that at least. Right, we need E1. Where's E1? B, C. Where's he? Oh, where's he gone? That was the E numbers one. I'm sure we had that a minute ago. Where did that go? Is it this lot here? Oh, here it is. E1. There we go. When is the FPV submarine? Well, we had it out in the Isle of Man, so I should include that in some sort of a video at some point. Right, next up. Oh, has he got option of 2 places where you can put it? You can have it on the back or you can have it in the middle. But then you've got to put a hole in that. I don't want to put a hole in that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to... What's this say? When using shorter antenna cable, you put it there, long there. Well, I think I'm going to not bother, just leave it off. What do you guys reckon? I mean, if that body goes Steve goes, my cousin's in love with you, mate. Bless. Right, that on there. So, should we go for a rear aerial? It'll probably look cool in the back. If you put it on the side, you put it on there. Ah, it's all gonna, yeah. We'll put it on the back. And we don't have to run it, do we? Are you going to treat this like the F1 car? No, because this is a Dream RC car when I was a kid. The F1 car wasn't. I'm sorry. Sorry, Morgan. I'm sorry. Right, that. On there. That. On there. That on there. J&M Custom RC says, Kev, how are you keeping? Good, thank you. How are you? Right, that on there. Right, next up, wheels and tyres. I think we're getting somewhere. So let's get all these screws away from here, because I'm only going to knock them over. Are you putting Tamiya Sports Tune? Not at the moment. I'm just going to leave it fully stock. I mean, it's more of a shelf queen. I will run it because it was a childhood dream RC car, but it is a shelf queen. So that's the idea of that. I just want to line up all my RCs that I wanted when I was a kid. Right, wheels and tyres. Yes. I think I saw a mouse in your house run past you. No. No, it's not a house anyway. This is my workshop, and it definitely wouldn't get in here. There's no holes anywhere small enough for a mouse to get in. Right. What does it say here? Tyre direction. Do not cement. So the same. Don't glue it on. Alright, we just got to put the tyres on, but don't glue them on. So we got... Right, we've got to make sure we get them right. So we've got two of those, two fronts and two rears. I don't know which ones. These are probably fronts here. And then we've got to get on the tyre direction correctly. So those two that way. And then those two that way. Don't let Max drive it. No, definitely not. Right, here we go. A little trick that Mick Craddock showed me when you're putting tyres on. Sometimes if you try and force them in that way, very difficult trying to squeeze it through two beads. So if you can get it in sideways, it might not work with these because these are quite wide. But it works on buggy wheels. You literally put the rim in sideways and then you twist. Well, that looks like it's not going to work with this one. Do it the normal way. Sometimes you really struggle putting them on like this, so if you put it in sideways and turn, that can work. I think these are too wide to do it. That little monster's gonna rip, looks good, wee. Yeah, you guys keep asking when I'll do certain videos. I don't know. As I said earlier, I don't like making promises that I can't keep. So it's done when it's done. I don't like stressing myself out. I want to enjoy the hobby, so I don't know is the answer to that when that video will be for the UDR. RC Smith says Kev's getting the hook up. Can you drive the RC car today, please? No, not today. I mean, I'm going to get as far as putting the body on. Maybe some stickers, but to get it driving, I mean the motor doesn't even turn yet. We've got to put receiver in there, got to find battery. I'll do all that lot off the camera. So, you know, at the moment I'm doing it pretty quick to not bore you guys, but when I get all the electrics working, I'd like to give it a bit more time and, you know, not talk because it's distracting when I'm talking. So all it would be is me reading instructions and spending ages figuring it out and not talking. It would just be boring. So, yeah, it will be out in the video running though. Don't you worry about that. Your fans are wanting a love story. I don't know, they. Fans don't want to see a Kevy love story, do they? What do they want to see that for? They just want to see RC cars going to the moon. And if Kevy's got a love story, there'll be less RCs going to the moon. So Kevy's got to resist. Ever thought about starting your own RC company? Yeah, I thought about it. Maybe one day, or maybe I'll do it. But I've got so many projects on my plate at the moment anyway that I wouldn't have the time. If maybe one day I end up employing people, then I might consider it. But I'd want to build like the ultimate basher. Like the best thing ever. Like, you know, make it so it's hopefully not too expensive. X-Max sized. More durable. I mean, it's going to be a tough challenge to pull that off, but if I couldn't make the world's best basher, I wouldn't want to release it. I'd want to make the spares affordable. I wouldn't really want to make it for massive profits. I'd rather make it so I can give back to the community. So one day maybe. Obviously, it's got to make profit. Business can't function if it doesn't make profit, but I wouldn't want to get greedy with it. I'd want to do it more for the community, just make the best ever RC car. You know, a lot of RC companies, well, most RC companies, they've got certain parts that they want to break so that you keep coming back and buying spares. But I wouldn't do that. I'd try and make it survive. Right, bearings. It's time to put a little bit of oil on there. I'll put a tiny little bit just along the shaft here. Not too much though. That on there. And then nylock. I agree, Morgan. I agree. That on there. Oh, look at that. And we got that one on that side. Game over RC. It would have to be, wouldn't it? It would have to be called that. Game over to all the other RCs out there. It'd just be the ultimate basher. I'd probably make it so it's something like a primal sort of, you know, monster truck with proper axles and everything. Solid axles, but I'd want to make it so that it handles as good as an X-Max. So the centre of gravity would have to be really low. The axles would have to be super hardcore so that you can't break them. Chassis would have to be super hardcore. And then you've only got the 4-link bars that break. And then I'd want to make it that all the 4-link bars are the same length. So they're nice and cheap and easy to fix. When you go bashing, all you got to do is take a couple of 4-link bars. When you crash it, 2 screws, change it, you're bashing again. That is how I'd probably do it. That wants a little bit of oil on here as well. I'm a huge Monster Jam fan of 15 years. Yeah, same here, dude. Right, bearings in. And now it's got C11, wherever that is. So C11, bump, 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 bump. Have you ever had Arma Nero? No, I haven't actually. Right, next up, it wants... How does that... Right, pin in there. That on there. And then that. Go in there, I'll take it. It's a funny hex design. That on there. I love your boat content, as RC Smith. Hey, thanks, dude. You should build a twin engine nitro RC car, maybe, but one nitro engine's enough work, isn't it? Quality content, Kev. Thanks, dude. I do try and do quality over quantity. Man, why's that so tight? That's what she said. That there. That's in there. That's in there. Do you still have the broken RC car? Yes, it's upstairs. On there. If you filmed a pure hardcore bashing video with no editing, I would watch it. Well, if you look on this channel of some bashing live streams, that is just that. Right, that turns. Right, so now right, it's turning now. I just need a bit of bedding in. There we go, it's turning now. Cool. We'll nip that motor up a little bit. Live stream editing might be a challenge with no editing. You can't edit it live, can you? Always wanted one of those myself, says RC Western. Oh, now it's locked up. What? Why is it locking up? I mean, you can't even adjust the mesh, can you? It kind of is what it is. No, I'll worry about that later. Right, this battery cover obviously needs something to hold it in. B3. Right, B parts. What's that? Where's the B parts? C. E. Oh, where's B parts? A little clip here that's supposed to go through here to hold the battery tray in. Oh, it's here. Here we go. Now, it's not a body clip. Bet the man that's cracking fish and chips. I don't really eat fish or chips. I mean, I definitely don't eat fish because it's the most disgusting thing I can think of. And chips are always made with seed oil, and I avoid seed oil because it's so unhealthy apparently. It leads to all sorts of health problems, Alzheimer's. That was one of the right bits someone said. Yeah, I've got it, thanks dude. It'll be success in no time, says RC Watson. I don't think it will take it, would it? Suspension is so crap. Right, next up. Electrics we're going to do another day. I mean, we could probably stick the ESC in now. So it can go there. A bit of double-sided tape. I've got grease all over it. Blech. Scissors. You don't fish. You don't eat fish either. I don't know that. I didn't know that. Apparently, we can't date. Well, I'm a veggie because I just can't stand the smell of it. But fish is like just the ultimate worst. I just can't stand the smell of fish. It's just, oh man, no, I just can't do it. Can't do it. If someone's cooking fish, I've got to leave. I've got to go. Chris goes, my eBay business has grown because of your help. Thank you. Oh, that's brilliant, Chris. I love hearing stories like that. What about barbecue? I don't like the taste of barbecue. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the smell of taste of barbecue sauce. I know barbecue sauce is veggie, but I just don't like the smell of it. Fish smells, it means bad. Yeah, what about them tins of mackerel and all that stuff? No, I mean, no, I can't deal with it. But each their own. If you like it, you tuck in. I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it just to impress people. If I don't like it, I don't want it. I'm sure fish is healthy, but nah, not for me. Each their own. Right, ESC is now on. Receiver, we've got to find somewhere to put. I don't know where yet. We can screw the switch on somewhere. So he fits in here somewhere. Do you drink, says Leo? Not really. You know, maybe once or twice a year I might go out and have a few drinks. But not really. I mean, it gets in the way of my work. If I go out on a bit of a drinking session, then the next week after, not much work happens. Work, play, whatever you want to call it. I do work a lot, but it is play really at the end of the day, isn't it, as well? On, screw him on there. That's why there's no girlfriend, you don't like the smell of fish. Ha ha, Grumpy. You're too funny. That's rude. How is Chicory drink? Oh, lovely. He doesn't drink, smoke or do drugs. There you go, R.C. Smiths. No pluming, no drinking, no drugs. I've never even tried any drugs. I don't want it either. I can't see any benefits coming from doing drugs, but you know, I'm not judging if people do it and they enjoy it and they don't harm anybody else. They're not stealing to afford the habit, and they're not causing aggro to their family and their friends. Who am I to judge? I'm a believer of do whatever you want to do in life as long as you don't harm anyone. That is my belief. Right, I can't really plug too much more in without reading the instructions. I will do that off the camera so I don't bore you guys. It's coming together though, look. You're not seeing much, are you? It's just that. The professor says, "Hey Kev, how are you? I'm good, thank you." Kev's favourite drug, high on life. Yes! Adrenaline. Going in the stunt aeroplane. The monster truck. All that sort of stuff, that's me. anything that takes away from that experience, I'll run a million miles from. And I think that's why I'm scared of relationships. I'm scared to lose all the good things that I've got in life. Some drugs would take away from that. Alcohol takes away from that. So anything that takes away from my goals, I tend to run away from. Do you like steak? No, I don't like any meat. No. Right. There's a few things we've got to bolt on here, but we can have a look what the body. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's getting it. I mean, it is really crap, isn't it? Probably one of the worst RC cars you can probably get. It's going to be terrible, isn't it? But I mean, for nostalgia and sitting on the shelf. I mean, look at it. It looks so cool, doesn't it? Eh? Well, I think the rest of this I'm going to do off the camera. Because, look, it's all fiddly. I've got to think about what I'm doing. I don't want to mess it up. I remember doing all these bits on this Blitzer thing. I think it's the same body. And it took me a little while to do it on there. So I think I did it off camera. So let's finish my cold chicory. Have a little waffle with some of you guys. And then we're going to call it a day, I think. Right, what are you people saying in the comments? There you go, look. Boom. Almost ready to go. Just needs a few little finishing touches. I'm going to mess about with off the camera. Do a funny dance. There you go. That's about as funny as... Is it hard body? Yes, hard body. Time for the Taylor motor. Yes, there's 2 Taylor motors I've got to get going. One in that primal grave game over down there. And another one that I've got in the 30° north. Morgan says, hey, it's worth a try. I would literally be the worst boyfriend ever. I'd just be in here doing RCs all day. Not giving any attention. I would literally be like the world's worst. Are you going to run the Marade Marauder? I want to, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably do that in the compilation from all the Dream RC cars. How's the flying lessons? Yeah, good. Touched on that a little bit earlier, but I've done a little bit of solo now, flying on my own, getting closer. Why do you not like meat? I just don't like the smell of it. I don't like the idea of it. It's all veins and ligaments and bloods and skin cells and ugh. Just the idea of it grosses me out. But I'm not judging. If you like it, you like it. I'm not the sort of vegan that preaches on other people what they should do, because you know I don't like anything getting harmed or killed. I don't like it. But by us living, we do kill other stuff. So just driving down the roads, look at all the bugs that we splat on the windows. So by us just existing, other stuff has to die, whether you're vegan or not. You know, it's not really going to make much of a difference. So you know, how can you look down at other people for killing animals and eating them when I still get in the car and drive down the road and splat bugs? You know, life's a life. You know, who is who to say what a bug's worth any less than, say, a cow? So, you know, each your own. Do what makes you happy. Let other people do what makes them happy. Kev, is it a good idea to part out new releases of RC cars on eBay? Yeah, I mean, do the maths. I mean, that's how I got started on eBay. I just bought brand new RC cars, took them to bits, sold the parts on eBay. I've never done second-hand cars because then you've got to re-photograph every part. If you part out a new RC, you can just relist, update the quantity, easy, happy days. If you do it right, you can probably... I used to do it with Savages quite a lot. You know, Savage, I'd buy it for £500. I'd probably profit about £700 out of it. But then as you start parting out more and more RC cars, you start running out of time. So then I went on to Alibaba, AliExpress, other websites now like Wish and stuff like that we can get parts from. You should put big tyres on a Max. I've done the X Max. Someone goes, Morgan, no means no. I am flattered, I really am. But I don't think YouTube comments is a place to hook up with people. Monster truck. Yep, there's going to be a monster truck video soon. Is a muscle car in the future plan? Yes, I'd love a Hemi Cuda. I'd love one. Prices are going up, but yeah, one day. I mean, my first priority now is to buy some land, get a few acres, and my dream properties have to have a house, workshop, and a hangar to put my plane in, so I can fly from the UK to the Isle of Man, land it on my own bit of land, put it in the hangar, and then walk to my house. That's my dream. So that's what I'm saving up for now. After that, there'll be, you know, maybe muscle cars and more projects. You know, I want to build like a Pitts biplane, but make it really powerful so you can prop hang it. I want to build a jet boat like what Cletus McFarlane's got. I've got a lot of projects planned. I want to do a mini with a Cosy engine. Andy the Landy, more monster trucks. So lots planned in that way, but I need land first. You know, I want to be able to do videos like the Hilux video and have the land to do it on. And at the moment I haven't. And, you know, I spoke about it earlier, just trying to get all the stars to line up and get the person that can move the Hilux, the person it's got the telehandler, the forklift, the person that's going to let me use their land, and getting all that together at the same time and then get it to work when I'm in the UK. It's just been impossible. So priority now is land with a house on the land and all that, another little compound where I can make the videos from. Really need it. That's what's really holding me back now. I've got so many plans, so many cool videos, RC and big stuff, and it's just holding me back that I haven't got the land to do it on. You know, I need to be able to get the monster truck and just open the door, wheel it out, do my videos, put it back in. So that's first, you know. Kev, 6x6 LMT, please. Maybe. Bobby says, got family in the Isle of Man, looking to emigrate there next year. Oh, you'll love it, dude. Unless you like London. If you like London or big cities, you won't like it, you know. But if you like the countryside, it's still, you know, Douglas is still a city there. It's still got plenty of stuff going on, but it's nothing like London. And, you know, I don't like London. I hate big cities. I don't like it. You know, they stink. Loads of traffic. Further away I can get from there, the better. So for me, perfect. But, you know, everybody's different. You've got to do what makes you happy. I don't like eggs. They're just chicken embryos. The idea of an egg is pretty gross, isn't it, if you think what it is? But I do like eggs. I do eat eggs. But if you think about what it is pretty gross, isn't it? I don't want to think about it too much. I might put myself off because they are healthy, aren't they, eggs? Jess says, hi, Kev. Hello, Jess. Do you have LMT? Yes, I've got, yeah, two of them. Are they 10 scale, 8 scale, whatever they are, the bigger ones? How about building a kit car? The monster truck kind of was, wasn't it? Hi, Kev. Have you broken a lot of bulkheads on your Max? Because I have. I think, no, I haven't used them much, but I know the front bulkheads go. So you could get an aluminium one, but they're quite big and expensive. But I think Martin, who used to come up bashing with us, he put a metal bulkhead on and it made it a lot stronger. What's your favourite RC drift car? I've only ever had one, and that was the MST or something. I don't know much about drifting. I'm not really into drifting, so yeah, I don't know. Keep wrenching, Kev. No, I'm done wrenching now. I'm going to do it all off camera, the rest of it. Finish that off. Yep, I've got plans to come to USA at some point once I've got myself sorted. Kev, life is one big adventure and I'm here from it, says Neo. Yes, absolutely. The world is one big playground and you can do anything you want in life, but you got to make it happen. London is pants. I'm at work near Wembley Stadium, says Paul. Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to enjoy going there for a night out with friends or a day out, but it doesn't feel safe there anymore now. A lot of knife crime there. I don't like it. No. But each their own. Some people love it. Like Noah lives there. Noah absolutely loves it. So it's each their own. You know, I'm not saying London sucks. I'm just saying it's not for me. I don't like big cities. I don't like all the hustle and bustle and subways and buses and and bikes everywhere. It's like, no. And people hanging around begging and no, it just doesn't do it for me. Not one bit. Not one bit. Jake says halfway to 500,000 subs. Oh, on this channel, yeah. Nearly 250,000 subs on this channel. How do your cameras stay on? Oh, they don't always. I use this, I can't remember what it's called. It's like some industrial blue tack type stuff. I bought it off eBay ages ago, and I don't even know what it's called. I can't find it anymore. I've got a roll of it left, but I'm not really sure what it's called. Did you have any Mardave cars? Not as a kid, but now I have. I've got a couple of Mardave Marauders, and I've got the Camtech. Oh no, it's a Camtech Mini I've got, and a Camtech Freewheeler, and a Camtech Banger. You're my favourite YouTuber. I saw you at Monster Trucks. Hey, thanks, dude. Do you like subwoofers? Says Bad Acid. When I was a kid at school with Stempy, we had like a speaker obsession, and we were like collecting all these speakers. And that was my first little business idea I had with Stempy. Do you remember some of the old school speakers? You had the speaker, and it had like this cone thing sticking out on top, some speakers. And I don't know what that little cone thing was for, but me and Stempy used to make them out of this paper that we found in the art room, and we sold them KJ speaker cones, you know, Kevin James, because Stempy's name is James Stemp. So we called it KJ speaker cones, and we had like a price list for all different sizes and custom made ones. And I remember this one dude who I went to school with, Mark Hannigan, he bought one. Our first ever customer. So that was my first ever go at entrepreneurship. Looking back, it was daft, wasn't it? But, you know, there you go. Got to start somewhere, and that was my start. I have over 70 RC car, thanks to you, says RC Chris Club. Wow, that's the collection. Have you got a YouTube channel as well? If you've got that many RCs, you might as well YouTube it, dude. Grumpy RC Flyer says Morgan, no means maybe. If I ever met you in real life and it clicked, then maybe, but that's as far as it goes. You still have your Lambo? Yes, still got a Lambo. It lives on the Isle of Man now because the Isle of Man roads are perfect for it. Got all the mountain roads, no speed limits. Here in the UK, you can only do 70 on the motorway, and motorway's no fun anyway. RC Smith says, less people the better for me. You know, I like some people around, but I like my own space as well. Have you heard of RC Fest in Illinois? No, I don't think so. You going to the TT? Yeah, I've been to the last TT. It was brilliant. I'm not into motorbikes, but it was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Great atmosphere. Great after party at the old Bushies. Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. So Neil McCoy. Any of you guys know Neil McCoy, the YouTuber? He lives on the Isle of Man. So spent a bit of time with him there at the TT. Good fun. Someone says, I want to hold your hand and RC. Can you do burnouts on the Isle of Man? When you go up in the mountains, there's a lot of burnout marks all over the place, but you're probably not supposed to, are you? I mean, there's no speed limit, but you still have to be safe. Which do you prefer, building or RTR? I prefer building. However, when you're doing YouTube videos and you get a lot of RCs, RTR is great because I haven't got to spend all the time doing it. You should do more flying on FPV drones. Yeah, I know. I've got a couple of FPV drones. Hopefully Andy's going to help me get them set up, and yeah, we'll get on that. Do you sleep in your Isle of Man shed? No, it's got spiders in there and it's not big enough. What's the best TRX4 upgrades? I would say inside the axles, it's got a little thing that snaps. Let me quickly show you, and then we're going to end the stream. I want to go and get some food. But in there, look, that snaps sometimes. And it's a little gear that goes inside the portals, just the top one. So I'll just buy steel ones and put that in. They do say you've got to replace all of them, but you don't. If you just buy that top one, put it in, happy days. And the other upgrade I did, well, probably a downgrade, I like to take out the locking diffs and make it permanently locked, because a lot of maintenance always go wrong. And I've had many days where I've been out RC crawling. The diff locks have let me down and the diffs are permanently unlocked. So, yeah, I'll just take them out now. Can you say bottle of water? Here in the UK, because I'm sort of near London here, bottle of water. Or hot water bottle, we can say hot water bottle. Bigger motor, man. No, this is going to stay as it is, dude. Do you love the Isle of Man? Yes, I love the Isle of Man. The only thing, I do miss my friends and family here in the UK. That's the only thing. I do miss everyone. But, you know, I'm making new friends there. I love the place. I cannot fault it. Everything that I don't like about the UK isn't on the Isle of Man. There's a lot of things that I don't like about the UK. And they're taking, well, for one, they're taking away our freedom of speech, for example. And the reasons that I don't like it here anymore, I'm not even sure you're allowed to say it anymore, because people have been put to prison just for voicing their opinion. So, yeah, but basically all the things that I don't like about here are not on the Isle of Man. Hopefully it stays like that. Where's the two-wheel drive Rustler? Two-wheel drive Rustler is hanging up on the wall behind me. Accommodation is a problem on Isle of Man. Don't think so. I mean, what do you mean, for holiday or to buy a house? I mean, you can buy houses there, apartments. I think if you want to rent, there's not much going there on rent, really. Most people buy. You still do eBay selling? No, I don't really anymore now. I mean, on the Isle of Man, you can't really compete with sending stuff to the UK because it takes longer and costs more to do the shipping. And, you know, although eBay is a brilliant business, I mean, playing with RC cars is so much more fun. So, you know, if I can choose buying products and listing them on eBay and shipping them out and send, you know, it's a good job. But, you know, playing RC cars is a better job. So I chose that. I did take a big pay cut, though, by dropping eBay and doing purely YouTube. But, you know, if you've got enough money to do what you want to do and you can do something that you enjoy more, then I say do that. Guernsey sounds like the Isle of Man. It's nice and peaceful here. Yeah, I mean, it was one of the places I was looking at. However, I don't think Guernsey and Jersey, they're as welcoming to British people moving there. You know, I read a lot of stuff where they're not very welcoming. So, which is fair enough, you know, if people live there and they don't want it changing, then I can see why. But Isle of Man people, you know, not all of them, but a lot of them are quite welcoming to people coming there and contributing to their economy. Morgan, hope it made you smile. Yeah, we had a good laugh. I'll give you that. You're welcome to come on any more live streams. We want more speed runs. Yeah, well, yeah, there will be more, but only a couple of times a year. Go eat, yeah. Yep, Yamaha Jimmy, I've got to go and eat. I'm just finishing off this chicory. It's cold now anyway, but yeah. Why are you thinning out all your RCs? Do you miss any of them? I'm not really. I mean, a lot of them have gone to the Isle of Man. I know some of them do go on raffles, but I'm getting more RCs than what I'm getting rid of, and I've run out of space. Look, I mean, where am I supposed to put them all? I mean, it gets to a point where it's crazy. Look, I've got nowhere to put these. They're just sat there. That hasn't got a home, it's just sat there. That hasn't got a home, it's sat there. I mean, the shelf here is full. I can't put any more RCs on there, apart from there. And the 30-degree north, what's in there, lives on there. Look, here is full. All hanging up there. Got them up on the ceiling there. RC that goes up there is... I can't remember. Or something goes up there. Look, under here, look. RCs. There's RCs. RCs all up there. I mean, I'm out of space. Don't know where else I can put them. Look, let's have a look upstairs. Look, there's RC tyres here. There's more. RCs along there, more RCs along there. Aeroplanes there. RCs hanging up on the wall there. Down there, all these boxes here are just full of RCs. On that shelf there, those boxes, they're full of RCs. There's RCs here on the wall. I mean, they're everywhere. There's more on the top here. There's more along here, more along here, more along here, more up there, more up there. There's a plane hanging there. Planes on the car there. I mean, it's getting out of hand. Look, there's more there on the floor there. There's another one. So there's hundreds. There's probably hundreds. So, you know, I'll give a lot of them away. A lot of them go on raffles. Look, here's all body shells hanging up on that wall. There's just stuff everywhere, isn't it? So, look, there's more hanging up here. It's like every corner, there's more. And then we go in here, there's more. Look, there's that. Avanti up there, there's something. That thing that we crashed into the wall, but a new one. A boat up there. Yeah, we're getting out of hand. So I can't just keep buying more. And I've got to buy more to keep the channel going, haven't I? You know, if I stop buying RCs, I can't just keep filming the same RCs all the time. I've got to get new ones, haven't I? So I've got to move some of the older ones on to make room for new ones, haven't I? More RC cars in an RC shop. Oh, there you go. Any more free raffles? Yeah, there will be. There will be, dude. You can actually enter all the raffles for free. If you go into the description of the raffle, you could enter by post for free. It's going to cost you a stamp. So if you say 50 pence or 50 cents or whatever it is for the stamp, it's not free, then don't play. Some people always complain, don't they? Operate a one in, one out policy. It kind of is like that, but not religiously stuck to it. How much money do you make on raffle per raffle? It varies greatly between all of them. Some of them make a loss, some of them make a decent profit, some of them just a tiny bit. Are you officially living on the Isle of Man yet? Yes. I've got Isle of Man passport and everything. What is your idea to do with the big jet in the background? I'll just fly it really, but I don't want to break it. Back in UK for a vid. Yeah, I'll still come to UK to see friends and family and make videos. Yeah. Do you need a visa for Isle of Man? Depends where you're from. But British people can just go there. There's no travel restriction. Right, that is it. Chicory's gone. I'm going to go and get some food. So thank you guys for giving me moral support and building this monster beetle. So for now, people, I will love you and leave you. Good chatting with you, and I'll see you soon in another live stream. I don't know what the next live's going to be. We've got an Avanti we've got to build. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. All right, later.